Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am Iain Campbell, and today we are going to be discussing the basics of drop knee. So drop knee was started by Jack the Ripper Lindholm, and this was started all the way back in the 1970s in Hawaii. So jack stance, or as we commonly refer to it, drop knee, is quite a difficult stance to learn and to get really good at. It is a skill that a lot of riders have developed, and you have seen guys solely ride drop knee instead of riding the actual prone position on a bodyboard. Now drop knee is one of those things that I find really enjoyable to surf. You just have such a different and diverse look on waves and how to approach waves and what to do on the waves themselves. In this video, I want to talk a little bit more on how to get into drop knee and the basic moves that you want to do when you're on the board. I want to talk about foot positionings, your balance, as well as getting down the wave as best as you can on your first try. Remember, there are no fins on the bottom of a bodyboard, so it is very important to engage the inside rail whether you are riding in a natural footed position going the right way, or if you're riding your backhand and that's going obviously in the opposite direction. So now that we've discussed a little bit about drop knee, let's get into the 4 key factors that I want to discuss in order to get the basics of drop knee down. So these main 4 topics are going to be the following. So first of all, you're going to want to find which foot you are dominant in. Now this means that you're going to put that foot forward. A lot of riders, myself, Akka Lyman, Sasha Specker, and many more, all stand up as a regular footer, but then drop knee as a goofy footer. This being said, it's all down to personal preference. So whichever foot you feel is correct in putting forward, you must use that foot. So the next thing I want to discuss is your foot positionings on the board. First, you're going to want to look at your front foot. You're going to want to put your front foot forward in order to keep the balance of the board very centered. You're going to want to put that front foot about in the same position as you would put your elbow if you're riding in a prone position, and then use your back knee as a guide to where you would have put your hand on the rail. Now this lineup will allow you to center yourself quite nicely on the board and allow you to go into moves a little bit more centered and very much more balanced. The third thing I want to discuss is the back foot off the end of the tail. Now the idea is to put the bend of your foot on the top onto the back of the tail. Now this will allow you to use your fin as sort of a rudder and to hold that line on the board a little bit more easy. Now in doing this, you're going to be wanting to put a lot of pressure on your knee, and then again use your foot as almost a stabilizer at the back of the board, as a rudder or something to keep you in the water. This is also going to allow you to hold the line on the rail, and when you are in those moments, you're going to realize how important it is to use that back foot. Now the fourth and probably the most important tip that I'm going to give you guys is balance. Now there is a number of ways to do this. You can either practice a lot of core exercises and a lot of leg exercises where you are in that drop knee position. Otherwise, a top tip that I got given when I was first growing up by Sasha Talliard back in Durban was to practice riding drop knee at the back line when you're sitting out there waiting for waves. Now this is an awesome idea and something that I really did put into use when I was growing up as a kid. I still do it pretty often when I'm in the water, just to get that feel of what you feel like and how you are going to position yourself on the board. This allows you to get up into that position perfectly every time. Another thing that I want to discuss is your get up. You're going to want to be paddling onto these waves quite hard in order to get enough speed so that you're not going to free fall into waves. The idea behind this is two main get-up positions. First get-up position is going to be the double knee get-up. This is where you're going to pull your body up onto the board, onto double knee, and then swing your dominant foot around. This is going to allow you a little bit more time, and you might be able to take those drops a little bit easier when you're getting up at the beginning. The second step is a bit more advanced and a bit more of a straight up get up. Now this means that you are going to be pulling your body all the way through and almost using your hands as guides to where you're going to place your foot. It's more of a popping motion, and once you really get into drop knee, this is going to become something that will be a lot easier for you. I would suggest if you're just getting into drop knee or you're just learning the basics, rather try the double knee get up before you go ahead and just try to straight up get that foot around. Another thing to mention is that when you're getting up, especially on the double knee, try to lift your foot and your fin as high as possible. A lot of the time what will happen is your fin will clip the water, and this will actually send you over the top of the board. I feel that if you're lifting your knee a little bit higher and your foot a little bit more around, this will aid in getting your foot placed in the right position on the board and will limit the amount of times that you're going to hit the water. This is probably one of the most requested videos that I've had on YouTube, especially in my how-to series, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one today. I hope you guys have understood exactly what I was saying about the drop knee. I will be putting a little bit more emphasis on the next drop knee video that I put out. I hope you guys are really enjoying this how-to series, as it's allowing me to analyze my riding and then interpret it to you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel, as well as that notification bell so you can get notified first about videos. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy in this crazy time that we are dealing with, and I hope to see you in the next video.